I want to talk about comics. Check this out. This is hilarious.
Oh, okay.
So from Bounding into Comics, we have this story. DC Comics pokes fun at anti-vaxxers with anti-saver movement in Superman versus Lobo #1. I do think it's funny that they're making Superman fight Lobo, but I digress. You basically have like Lois Lane.
Oh, Superman always fights Lobo.
No, I know, but like as like the main villain.
Oh yeah.
You know, in this capacity. So we have Lois Lane, who is apparently like, she looks like she's a 26-year-old angsty goth of some sort.
Intern, yeah.
And she's got someone filming her on a cell phone where she's like, you know, Lobo claims to support America and be a patriot, but he's actually, you know, look what he's doing to the flag. And so they have this depiction of these people. This woman says Superman didn't bother to ask her about her fear of heights when he flew her away from a fire. This one says Superman's powered by radioactivity and making people sterile. And what the hell is an anti-saver? And it says don't interfere with God's plans.
Is that anti-saw?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Anti-vaxxer, anti-saver.
Anti-va?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Because I was looking at this, and then I see this art right here where it shows Lois, and she's got like her hair over one eye, and she's looking up, and she's supposed to be like the cool anti-vaxxer, speaking the truth on the web, saying he's lying to you. This is Lois Lane for Stay in Your Lane. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. And I'm like, I just want to make one thing really clear for people. That is not cool.
No.
You know, like Lois Lane being like the establishment and big pharma. That's what we're all into.
That's the cringiest cringe that's ever cringed.
Did you see the Kaiser Chiefs?
The Kaiser Chiefs?
Did you see the viral Kaiser Chiefs video?
No. What's the Kaiser Chiefs?
How did you not see this one?
You're gonna love this. Oh,
When at a concert, some guy from the Kaiser Chiefs goes, "Everybody raise your hands."
Oh wait! No, I did see this. I
Yeah,
did.
and they
Yeah,
raise their
that's right.
hands.
Yes.
And he's like, "Your hands are clean, washing them. Let's hear it for Pfizer." And then there's a guy, and he's like crying. He's like, "Yes, right." So like, when you have a comic book and Lois Lane's supposed to be like all cool, and she's like, he doesn't like America, and anti-savers are bad. I'm
Same
like,
kind of cringe.
That's not actually it. Like, they think they're still the cool, confident, and charismatic. They're actually the creepy weirdos raising their hands and going, "Washing your hands." Oh.
But Trump supporters are the cultists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there is the Trump cult. It's just not mainstream influential, and it's not dominant in the right. It's just they exist.
Right. You have a dominant influence network on the left that is pervasive throughout media, throughout entertainment, throughout academia, and anything they say goes. Now, you know, I'm also someone who thinks that, you know, inoculation makes sense. Having antibodies is a good thing. Obviously, that helps. That's science. But when you throw it and shove it down people's guts like this, or shove it down people's throats like this, it's you wonder, why aren't people, you know, just doing as they're told? Why don't people just shut up and put this thing inside them? Right? You know, it's you know, you have to wonder that. Look, meet people where they are. Just meet people. If someone has it, talk to them. Literally, have a conversation.
So they also
don't have Superman and Lois Lane smacking you in the face with it.
They include this Patton Oswalt tweet where he says, "Haha, the new Superman versus Lobo has anti-saver idiots who are against Superman helping them." And I'm like, first of all, that joke was done in The Incredibles when Mr. Incredible saves a guy who jumps off a building and then he gets injured and sues him saying he didn't want to be saved.
That's right. Yeah, that's the whole.
But more importantly,
that's the whole plot originally.
If someone says Superman don't touch me, Superman don't touch them. It's the weirdest thing that they're like, could you imagine someone not wanting to be saved by Superman? I'm like, there's probably a lot of circumstances in which someone, for whatever reason, decides they don't want Superman touching them. And this is what these people fundamentally don't understand about liberty.
You mean like people who have DNRs?
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
You know?
But I mean, if someone's like in a burning building and they see Superman and they scream, "Save me," like, I get Superman's going to save them. He's not a real person. These things don't actually happen. But I'm like, if someone literally says, "I understand Superman saves people, don't touch me," then okay. Why would you make, like, see, this is what they don't understand about liberty. When I see people saying, like, "I'm going to go get vaccinated," I'm like, that's very nice. That's very excellent. I'm glad that you've made a good choice for yourself and you're happy. No, I mean it. The two sides in this are basically like the stupid people don't do what they're told, and the other side saying, "Do whatever you want, leave me alone."
You have rights.
Yes.
Rights exist. Rights are real. We believe in them.
I look at this and I'm kind of like, it's really weird that they've become the pure flicks. They've become like the,
This is
Bible
why,
Man.
by the way, the stuff that like Iconic Comics and Comicsgate and some of the Ethan Van Sciver of these guys, that's why so much of that is taking off.
Right.
Some of these guys have posted their revenue just over the past 5 years, and the numbers it's millions and millions of dollars because the fans are checking out.
Well,
of this
look.
stuff.
Imagine,
just tell good stories.
Imagine over 70, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years even, you have created this formula for entertainment, this system of entertainment, comic books and movies, and we've figured out what works. And we're like, these are fun stories. These are good ideas. We want to evolve them. We want to adapt them. We want to come up with new, unique ideas. We want to inspire people. And then all of a sudden, one day, the biggest industry says, we're going to pivot away from the stuff that people like into stuff they don't like.
Perfect.
And then all of a sudden, the entire multi-billion-dollar industry opens up, and there stand some regular folks who are like, I would like to make comics for this gigantic multi-billion-dollar empty space. So it's no surprise
And
they're
also,
making tons of money.
By the way, one thing we should probably mention: who's the target audience for comic books?
Young dudes.
Is it adults? Is
Nope.
it people over the age of 18?
I don't think so.
It's
13, 14, yeah. That's when I was reading them.
Adolescents.
Teenagers.
what I got
I give
into.
my
It's
3-year-old.
indoctrination. That's what they're doing.
I give my 3-year-old comic books. He doesn't quite understand all the plots, but you can see the characters. He loves them.
Yeah.
They're trying to alter the mediums that kids read and to make them think these things are cool and stuff. That's why I think this image of Lois Lane was the funniest thing to me, because the people right now who are yelling clean hands, washing them, like, they are the uncritical thinking individuals. They are the NPCs. They are not viewed as active contributors and cool. I mean, certainly there are some people who view them as cool, I suppose, because they just see them on YouTube, but they're not edgy. They're not, like, the way they depicted her is she's like, not in my country. And here's one. I hope not in yours. Next time we'll discuss whether Lobo called Star Wars totally inaccurate. What does that even mean?
What?
What does it mean that Star Wars is totally inaccurate? No, quite literally, as like a Star Wars fan, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't make sense because Star Wars happened in a galaxy far, far away and a long time ago. So how would Lobo even know about that?
But what is inaccurate? Well, I'm saying, like, in their universe, he saw Star Wars and said it was inaccurate. What does that mean? It's a fantasy movie.
That's a terrible
The people
writing.
who are making this have no idea what criticism or culture has anything to do with.
So there's, somebody was talking about this, and we just lost the greatest one to ever do it, Norm Macdonald, and people were talking about comedy and how comedy has changed over the years. And I don't think it was Norm, but it was in an article that someone was talking about. I think it was Patrice O'Neill was saying that comedy changed when people stopped being allowed to be offensive. And so a good comedy is half the room laughing and the other half horrified. And when you can't step on cultural taboos anymore, then you're not seeking laughter, you're seeking applause.
You know what it is, man?
And that's what this is. They are seeking
time-
applause.
Clapter. It is time to stop acting like we are one country. It's the stupidest thing when I see tweets from people and they're like, I can't believe it took the mainstream media this long to verify the Hunter Biden emails. And I'm like,
I keep seeing those too.
And I'm like,
I just laugh.
Do you tweet out when, like, a country, Tajikistan, finally publishes documents on, like, a new scientific research that America's been working on for the past decade? Are you like, wow, Tajikistan finally figured out how to do antimatter generation, which is huge. We're seeing this. No, we don't care what they think. We as Americans know how antimatter, how to create it, how to contain it. It's very, very difficult. It's very, 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 very expensive. But boy, can you make powerful weapons. We're not sitting here every day being like, wow, finally, Kazakhstan's publishing, scientific articles, and we don't do that. So when a news story breaks and we all verify it and we know it's real, and then 9 months to a year later, some foreign country, the Bluestatistan, are like, we've finally figured it out. We're like, yeah, that's nice. It has nothing to do with us. It doesn't affect us in any way. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. If you want to see the full show, come back to this channel, youtube.com/TimcastIRL, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., where you can leave comments and super chat, and we actually will read your comments on the show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you want exclusive members-only content, segments you can't get anywhere else, go to timcast.com, become a member, and we even have full bonus episodes. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.